Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for joining us today as St. Louis becomes a city where it's a little easier for residents to do business when it requires proof of identity. I'm pleased to stand here with Alderwoman Daniela Velasquez, who has championed the bill to establish a municipal identification card program called the Gateway Card, which will provide residents access to free government issued photo IDs. I'm also pleased to stand here with Treasurer Adam Lane, whose office will administer the Gateway Card program and bring this idea to life. I'm very grateful for their partnership in making this happen, and I'd also like to thank the Board of Aldermen for passing this legislation unanimously. I'm excited to sign this bill today, and let me tell you why. Millions of Americans and thousands of St. Louisans do not have a government issued photo ID. Many of them struggle with obtaining housing and jobs. Even doing business with the city or opening a bank account is difficult to do without an ID card. In other words, not having an ID can have a significant and lasting negative effect on someone's life. We also know that a meaningful number of St. Louisans who have struggled to get an ID because of housing instability. That means that they are essentially trapped in an endless cycle of poverty. The doors to opportunity are locked to them, and if a government issued ID is a requirement to fully participate in our society, we have to make it as easy as possible to obtain one. We're doing our part to open that gateway to opportunity. The Gateway Card will also make life easier for families and seniors to take advantage of things like libraries, recreation centers, and senior centers, or get access to healthcare and support programs. To put it simply, the Gateway Card has the opportunity to help St. Louisans in many ways, big and small, and today we're making life just a little bit easier. Once I've signed this bill, Treasurer Lane and his team have 180 days to get the Gateway Card program developed and implemented, meaning these cards will be available to St. Louisans this summer. Thank you again to Treasurer Lane and his staff for taking on this work, and thank you to Alderwoman Velasquez for all you have done to make this happen and bring Board Bill 137 to my desk. And finally, thank you to all the people in our community who made their voices heard and took an active part in our democracy to get this done. I look forward to signing this bill in a few minutes, but first I want to introduce Alderwoman Velasquez to share a few words. Thank you all for coming, and God bless. Alderwoman.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Well, first, I just want to say thank you to the mayor who has, this was an idea that she championed before she was mayor, and she's been supportive of this idea since day one, since I presented it. And thank you to Treasurer Lane, who has been a wonderful partner from the moment I came to his office and said, I have an idea. Him and his staff sat down with us. They worked with us in community every step of the legislation. And mostly, I want to say thank you to all the advocates. This is really a piece of legislation that, in my mind, is with, not for the community. It was incepted with the community. The changes were adjusted with the community, and as the implementation goes, before it becomes live, it's going to be done with the community. And I think that's important. That's really at the heart of this bill. So thank you all for being here.
Treasurer Lane.
All right. Thank you, Madam Mayor. Thank you, Alderwoman, both for bringing this to the city's attention, making sure that it was a priority, and also for trusting my office with carrying it out. So I'm very proud that the St. Louis Treasurer's Office is going to be the office to administer this program. It aligns with our values and my mission of making sure that we're increasing accessibility, promoting economic opportunity, and financial stability for all that call St. Louis home. We want to really work to break down those barriers to obtaining an ID and making sure that people have the mobility they need to access everything that makes our city great. As the program grows, we're going to be looking for ways that we can increase access to other city services and also our local businesses through the Gateway Card. We encourage all residents to take advantage of this program and go and get your ID. I know I'm excited to get my ID as well. And we know as the program grows, there are going to be increased opportunities again for those who need it. I want to thank the current banks who have already signed on to be partners with us and accept this ID so that people can open up accounts, get access to capital, and begin to grow their financial strength. And I also want to thank the local businesses who have partnered to offer discounts as well and other benefits by showing the Gateway ID at their businesses. And to those banks and other businesses, community partners, that this is your first time hearing about it, this is your opportunity to join on with this initiative. So together, we're making St. Louis a little bit more safe, a little bit more inclusive, and more financially accessible to everyone who calls St. Louis home.
Great. Thank you. Yes, absolutely.